Misinformation is when you get like facts, but you don't get all. So you are misinformed. So misinformation would be you get half of the story and you take that and you run with it. And you genuinely don't know that you don't know the other half of the story. Disinformation is you know the whole story, but you purposefully give half, quarter, or purposefully leave out particular parts because you have an agenda. Alright, so we starting with a game. We'll understand from the game. Michelle, you are the contestant.
Yes.
Junior is the sound effects. You have 3 things to choose from.
Right.
Misinformation, disinformation, or truth. Okay. Junior has a bachelor's degree in music.
True.
Correct. You gotta get ding ding ding. Michelle Sylvester has a song named Safe on the Inside. Answer.
Wait,
What it is? It's- Yeah.
false. I mean misinformation.
Why is
Because
misinformation?
not me alone is doing this, like,
Alright, okay. Yeah, good. Yeah.
Listen to me. What do you feel this girl? Come again.
Give her the sound effect there. She get correct.
Money, chichi.
I am the best technical person, knowledge-wise, in Trinidad and Tobago.
I want to say true there, but I'm sure it have other people, so
What is your answer?
miss this and truth. Misinformation.
That is disinformation.
Where's this information?
Ah, very good.
What's this information?
Right. That's exactly what I wanted to get out of you. Right? So Michelle asks, what is disinformation? Because the difference between misinformation and disinformation is it's tight. It's very tight. So misinformation is when you get like facts, but you don't get all. So you are misinformed. So misinformation would be you get half of the story and you take that and you run with it. And you genuinely don't know that you don't know the other half of the story. So somebody come and tell you the story and they get cut off or something so, and you hear, boy, you hear what the, but you didn't hear the end part. You go in and you spread the misinformation, you are innocent. Disinformation is you know the whole story, but you purposefully give half, quarter, or purposefully leave out particular parts because you have an agenda. Now, I know the whole story about my knowledge and other people's knowledge. And I purposefully told you that I am the best. I left out that because you have an interaction with me and therefore I could sway you because of my influence right now. So I just tried to give you disinformation by saying that I'm the best. But you were correct with the misinformation because the song was yourself and Denise Plummer. You know that. If I wanted to, I could go and make the whole world believe that you are the only person that sang that song. And they would go on with that misinformation. They will listen to the first verse and be like, oh, that song is nice, but they'll never reach the part where Michelle Gill tell me anything. And that misinformation could go on for years. So how does it spread? How does it spread? So let's take it back to before the internet, right? Because we're going to get to the internet and social media and how it would spread. But somebody, let's say the newspapers back in the day, before internet, the newspapers would give you information, right? And you get the information from the newspaper. And then people will go and sit down on the block and talk about half of the article that they read in the newspaper, and then they would spread misinformation. So people talking on the block, the rum shop, wherever it is, in church, wherever it may be, they talk and the misinformation will continue to spread. And then somebody would have to come and publish in the newspaper the next day the full story. Because at that point in time, they only had partial information and they would put at the bottom, developing. But nobody would read the developing at the bottom. Everybody would read the first part of the article, and then that's the conversation for the week. Until somebody comes in the place where the discussion is taking place with the newspaper and be like, hey, look, they updated the information. So all the misinformation you all were spreading is now changed. And now we could spread the correct thing. So therefore the misinformation will stop, right?
Not necessarily.
Ah, very good. It won't stop because when misinformation starts to spread, you have no pullback.
That's right.
It's no pullback. If you hear somebody, they say somebody dead, well, no, it's like this one of the examples I'm gonna give you. Like on the internet, you see these things about somebody dead, and then people just start to forward it like, rip, what the? Yeah, misinformation. But the misinformation stemmed from body who wanted to put out disinformation.